I was just trying to get a mint out of my backpack back here, and I put it on the floor, and I kind of I guess I put it in the wrong spot, and I felt sorry for her. I mean, so I was like, okay, let's do it. But
all right, guys, do you think, should I
no,
turn this off?
No, you're right there at borderline to where don't need.
Well, a lot of guys make their own pallet bases, so they'll just either put a pallet on or snap this off and then like put a 2x4 and screw it in and put it back on. Okay. A lot of guys aren't. Yeah, a lot of guys also just run forks.
So me and Jill are at the TCI trade show, and it's after lunch now. This morning was pretty crazy. It was so loud, and like right now when we come back in here after lunch, it's like 25% of the people.
It's like 9 days difference.
Yeah, so you literally could not walk down none of these aisles without bumping into somebody. So I didn't really film any because there were just so many people in here, man. Sometimes people look at you kind of funny when you're filming, but so I'm gonna take advantage of it now and get some video. I went to the show in Indianapolis last year. That's where the location was for it, and there was nowhere near the amount of people at it as it was at this one here the first day. That's a crane similar to Kyle's right there. Nor the exhibitors either. There's a lot more exhibitors in here. In Charlotte, that's where we're at. For this year, so we're going to tool around. It actually reminds me of like at the end of the last day of the show, the last 3 or 4 hours, it's almost like the show's over with or something. That's right. Oh, I want to go over here and talk to these guys about these shears over here. They got everything here. They got tons of lifts. So these shears, excuse me, these have replaceable cutting edges on these. I like the way these look. These look well built. I'm gonna talk to them about one of these things. I don't know, so I'm looking at the specs on this thing here. And do a little digging on it there. This is the end of the first day of the trade show. That night, TCI had and Vermeer had reserved the NASCAR Hall of Fame for everybody to be able to go to as long as you had your badge on. So Jill and I took advantage of it to go through and tour it. So there are just a few clips right here, and then we start into the second day. So enjoy. So this is day 2. They've actually canceled all this stuff out here today because of the weather and the wind from the hurricane that was coming in. I believe it was Nicole, I think. Because it'd be a little rough to be up in a lift today, 100 foot up in there with the wind blowing like it is. But maybe they'll have it back going tomorrow on Saturday morning. That'd be cool. So I'm about to walk back over to the trade show. It starts at 9, so I was going to come out here. This is actually in our back of our hotel parking lot. We're staying in the Hampton right there. And you see CMC has a 100 foot lift out now, and you can actually go up in it. You just got to sign a waiver and you can go up in it. So hopefully tomorrow everything will be kind of back to normal and be able to do some stuff out here, maybe. All right, so I was looking at this chip truck, and I just had a grand idea on my dump trailer. You see how the tailgate on it, the door opens all the way around. That's one beef I've got on my dump trailer, is the doors won't open all the way flat against the sides. You see, this is one piece. This is not, it's not even 3/16 right there. It's going to be something much smaller, thinner than that. But, so what I could do is, I could take the doors off of my dump trailer. I've got the hinges already there. And I could build a gate that opens up, just like this right here. This one gate opens all the way across and opens back flat against the side. Easily do that. We'll have to do that. Make it more user friendly. For me, that's what it's all about. It's making things where they work better. This is so door. Good stuff. Oh man. So y'all hear me say Solidor all the time, but that's not the way to say it. All right, so I've got to so say it for me.
In France, because it's a French word, on dit solidure.
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 Because solid, you see solid, and dur, D-U-R, dur, means solid in French as well. So solidure. With my American accent.
So I have a lot of people, we were just talking about, asking me about what I recommend for saw protection, the pants that I wear. They see those, he's got the Solidor Sherman's on right now. Those are the pants that I wear probably 90% of the time, especially working in the lifts. The reason why, they got a stretchy waistband, you got a lot of movability in them, and you got the knee. So when you're climbing, I wear them climbing, because we in the United States, we don't have to have saw protection on while we're climbing, but it gives me a lot of flexibility. And then we got the zippers on the side here, so we can drop. He's got his phone in there.
I've got a big phone in my pocket too. I've got a professional big phone right here, and so you can go either here or we can either bring it from the side.
That's right.
Because it's all one pocket.
That's right.
So we can easily access the two sides like that.
That's right.
So everything's accessible.
Depending on where your harness straps lay, you can turn the phone up or you can turn it sideways like that and get to it.
Exactly.
So I I stopped by the Solidor booth here. I highly recommend the Sherman pants. They're awesome. But if you want some saw protection now, climbing wise, we've got these bad boys right here. So talk to us a little bit about these. You said you had saw protection all the way up on these.
These ones are saw protection all the way up. They're UL standard, 16 meters per second. The material is Cordura, and also it's got spandex, so they're very, very stretchy.
So you got some stretch to
Very
them.
stretchy. In the back, we look through them, you can see there's a lot of perforations, little air holes for breathability in the back of the legs. On the inside, we have removable gaiters on the inside as well.
Oh, so those are removable.
Those are 100% removable gaiters.
So if you don't want the clip right there every time hanging on your boot or something like that, you can just unzip
the gaiter
them.
and take those gaiters off. If you look at the material on the inside too, it's really like for the skin, the touch and the feel underneath, really comfortable pants and breathable.
These are light too. They're
very
not like your normal saw pants.
No. They're very light saw pants.
These come in at $300 is what these come in at. You got a lot of flexibility in the waist right here too.
Yeah, you can even adjust the waist on them by the straps here. Double button setup, pockets here.
Yep.
These are for your suspenders.
Big fan of zippers to keep all the saw chips out of from going in your pockets and stuff. So these are for climbing, and you can wear them regular sawing too, but they're climbing pants right there. But so my favorite saw pants that I wear are the Solidor comfy pants, and so I just wanted to stop by and get you on video. So his name's Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
And from France, you see, from France. Yeah, man, cool.
Right on.
So man, I appreciate your time, Kyle. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, we'll use the big one.
Okay.
So hang on. So tell this is at height, the booth that I'm with right now. So this is their girls right here, their team. So anybody that's in the tree care that has bought some splices or things like that, slings, what have you, and it says at height on it, you're the one that has spliced it, right?
Either myself or my coworker.
Right,
So.
but probably more so. But anyhow, the quality of y'all stuff is great, really good. And so I like to push all things that work well. And I was just looking at the ISC pulleys or blocks, rigging blocks, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to get Sarah here to show us how the release mechanism works on this, because listen, I use DMM. I've got a bunch of DMM, but this right here is the cat's meow. So show us how to unlock that thing right
It's
there.
really easy. I personally like this a lot better than this other style.
Sure.
So press this button, and you turn it.
Till it pops out.
It pops out.
Bam.
Just
And that's
open
it.
it up. Yep.
That's it. And you can
There's your
install
spring
your rope.
instead.
Yeah, you can
Yep.
install your rope. Your anchor's right here on it, whether you've got a sling or whatever you've got on it there. Just drop your rigging rope in there and shut it, and you shut it back. Show us how it shuts back now. There we go.
Shutting it back is really nice.
Pull that cam
You,
straight up and out.
Just push it
So
in.
we push it in, you turn it, and you can see and hear
You hear it click.
click.
It click.
So you've got that nice audible that
So-
reminds you.
I'm gonna tell y'all, if I buy any more rigging pulleys, that's what I'll go after, because the ones I use are great, but you gotta unscrew them. You gotta unscrew them, and then you gotta screw them back. But man, you can just do that and just flip it around like that till it pops out, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, basically one-handed that you can do that, man. But I like to share this stuff with people, so because they go to YouTube to learn, because this stuff costs a lot of money,
Oh yeah.
and so they go there, they may see this video and buy, you know, because they see the simplicity of this right here. So do you do all the rings, put the rings in the slings and stuff like that too?
Chris and I do. We'll splice the rings into the slings as well too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So hey, I caught her off guard here. She's a good sport. She done it, so she gonna get to see on YouTube there or whatever. But I appreciate you, Miss Sarah.
No problem.
Yes. So this is kind of a local girl too, not local to here, but I say local, southeast local, because y'all are in Kentucky, right?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep.
That's where y'all do all the splicing and
Yep.
all that stuff right there.
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that too. All done right there in Kentucky.
So I gotta say, this is our demo winch, and you will get stickers on there that say always wind this way. That'll be on here, so it'll be visually easy to see which way to wind it. Perfect. So I can just, so if you want to lift, put as many wraps that'll fit on that drum as, yep. Mix the wraps, Yep. And just go up in here. Over that peeler arm first. So go back a wrap, go over here first, then into the jaws. Now into the drum. Yep.
Come here. This is guiding you to go into the safety.
But yeah, I think so. That's good. Yeah, and then give it a little. Oh yeah, you're in. You're in. Yep.
Legal, you one side.
Nice. Thank you. You're really edgy.
So many situations.
Hey, look at this. See, that's 2 speeds on it. But you can feel. You had a long way to like suck slack or something, you could do that high one. Right. Where if you're doing heavy stuff in that low gear, you can lift a lot with that. Alright, let's go pick one up. And if you want to pull stuff up. Alright, now how do we put it down?
This is a tricky moment. Okay,
Yeah,
can I show you? My hand over there.
Yeah.
The step.
Oh, to take it out? Yeah. So then when So then when we're lowering, you always keep the rope in line with the winch. You don't want to take wraps off the front, right? And then just throw it through one of these pigtails. There's one on both sides, and then I can walk around, right? And I don't have to worry about this crossing over, right? I can go and help land the piece.
But you see, when he was unwrapping, he was watching that until the moment he goes. So he could have gone this way as well. So if you think it's too heavy,
Put another wrap or a half a wrap. You know, it's really adjustable.
last question. No. It's okay. I just need to do the breakdown.
Where's the mechanism to drop this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and then we just store this thing up here.
So do you ever use the other bollard at all?
Yeah, do you have any models here
I
for
don't keep
sale?
one on the truck.
Oh, what perfect. And that's 20, right?
Yep.
Yeah, same exact one.
Stick that bucket up here on, because it fits right. Yeah, put it up there on.
There we go.
you're getting your engineering juices are flowing,
They're
man.
flowing.
Whatever, yeah.
Check this out. When you're not using it,
Flip it down out of the way.
down out of the way.
Well, you know, that's the opportunity for a lot of other attachments too. You know, sky's kind of the limit on that.
Exactly.
And so you could do a lot, and you got it fixed where you can spin it depending on how you got it mounted on whatever you got it mounted on too.
Absolutely. Like when we use that wall mounting system right there, like it'll be up on the wall, and then you're looking at whatever job you need to get done, right? And then you go, all right, to accomplish that job, I need this tool.
That's right.
And then you turn around and you have these base mounts like this mounted everywhere. And then you put your base mount on any type of equipment that's around here, and then all you have to do is take this right here, put that back in, like so. So whenever you're done for the day, you take that off the tool and you come over, hang it up on the wall, out of the way. Wife's not mad at you for having stuff on the floor. It's great. It's great.
So
keeps things sharp, you know.
You're like a rocket scientist or something like that. You got 10 engineering degrees and all this, but I mean, in reality,
I'm just the idiot.
You're just a regular old guy who ran over his chainsaw.
I'm just the idiot who ran over my chainsaw
and wanted to do something different.
That's exactly right.
Tell us a little bit about saw hall, gear hall, and all that stuff. Give us a little background.
Oh, yeah. So basically, we started out. Wife was going back to college. She wanted to go back to college because she wanted to become a teacher. She had worked with kids all of her life and just had a calling for that. And you know, the money's so well in teaching and everything.
Correct.
You know?
Oh, that's great.
So we were, working. She was going to school full time, and I had decided that I was going to cut, hedge posts and all, firewood to supplement her income all over. While
What was you doing? What was your?
I was a full-time claims adjuster for 20 years. Yeah.
I got you.
So, like during the winter time, you're not extremely busy. Summertime, tornadoes in Kansas, you're pretty busy. But one thing kind of led to another, and next thing you know, I was commercially cutting all the time while still being, a claims adjuster. And she had saved and saved and saved to give me this new chainsaw for my birthday. And lo and behold, I sit there and I had it in the bucket of the tractor, bounced it out, and ran right over it. 2 weeks after she got it, I was like, I am not going home tonight.
And so then that's where saw hall was birthed from.
That was necessity is a mother of invention. It was. I looked on the internet and drove around and everything else for like 2 years trying to find just any good way to mount a chainsaw to my tractor.
Right.
It's like it's either in your lap and it's dangerous, or on your floorboard, or in your, and invariably you're going to sit there and be driving around, and then you have your tractor out and you go, oh, I need to move that little bit of brush right there. And you forget that it's in there.
That's right.
Pile up.
I've actually broke a saw up before. I had it in the bucket of the tractor and I forgot it was in there and shoved a bunch of stuff, and I broke the chain brake handle, slap off of it. I knew it as soon as I pushed and it went in the bucket. Then it dawned on me that that's where it was, and I was like, I just messed up, and everything. This was several years ago, way before my YouTube stuff. You're just a normal guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in Kansas, and that's where it's all made, is right there in Kansas, just right down the road from you.
Absolutely.
And you ship it from right there too, and everything.
Yep.
So
we've tried to try to do it right. We partnered with B&W Trailer Hitches, nationally known.
That's right. The B&W. He's buddies with them. That's right. He's name dropping now.
They're 8 miles north of us up in Humboldt, Kansas. And then all of our plastics are done down in Neodesha, Kansas. So everything literally is made within 15 miles of our hometown in Chanute, Kansas.
And it's hard to find stuff that everything is done American made by American hands.
I mean, we get over nuts and bolts from our local hardware store, and then we have partnered with Tri-Valley, which is a organization that gives jobs to the developmentally disabled.
Right.
And it gives them a leg up. It gives them a sense of pride. It gives them work. It gives them income. Whenever we can do something right for our community, that's what we do.
Right. Well, that's pretty cool. So I'm going to work with them a little bit on the saw hall stuff. They had reached out to me several years ago about doing something, and I didn't really need it at the time, and I didn't want to take something that I didn't really need just to be getting it or anything like that. And then I've had people, since I've had the lift and been using it, I've done some rigging, and I've got a piece of PVC in there, and it's worked. It's worked pretty good. But I knew this right here was gonna work better for me, and I hadn't pulled the trigger because I wanted to see them in person and look at them. But you've got this thing where you can mount it to anything. I mean, the lift. You got a side-by-side right there, whether it's a Kubota, Ranger, John Deere Gator. You got it mounted on the John Deere tractor right there on the lift arm. So anything that you've got some kind of a relatively flat spot that you could get a bolt through or something through.
Or any tubing,
any round tubing like a roll bar or
literally anything in this building.
You can attach it to.
We can attach.
Here's my biggest thing. The reason why I'm doing this here is because you're self-made. You've done this on your own, just out of necessity for figuring something out. And I love working with or promoting somebody that has done that and is trying to do the right thing. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
So I just wanted to get that out in front there. And it's affordable too. Some of these scabbards, I've looked at some of them. You're talking about $250, $300 for some of these scabbards that you can buy, and they're made, some of them you can't like mount them like this. They're made to go on rails or ledges or stuff like this. Right here is
around, and they're
correct.
And like one of the cool things about even on the bucket trucks itself is, that's our specialty.
That's right.
Quality,
right,
at a great price, a great quality product at a great price. So, like for instance, on this, like right here, all you have to do when that scabbard wears out,
you swap it out.
You're not buying a $300, $400 scabbard every time it wears out.
Right. You're just buying a new insert for it and sticking it in there.
We're here for the common man, and we're here for people like me.
That's right. Well, I appreciate it, and appreciate you letting me have the opportunity to talk to you and interview you a little bit about the product and what have you. And so how many people do you got working for you now?
We're at 7 people right now.
7 people.
And we did just happen to secure a deal with Lowe's last week.
Big boy stuff.
Yeah, it's a game changer type stuff. Yeah. So we're looking to hire quite a few more people in our local community, and just sky's the limit. Growing
and expanding, and then you start. It's funny, like you do something like this, and then you start like I said a while ago, the creative juices start flowing. And then you come up with stuff like this to hold a 5-gallon bucket, because a 5-gallon bucket for like different things it's a very useful tool, but it's probably one of the hardest things to secure on God's green earth as there was, because if you lay that in the back of a Ranger, it's going to go everywhere. In the back of a pickup truck, it's going to go everywhere. But that's actually pretty cool when you got that little cam lock on it where to cinch it down. But man, that's because I use 5-gallon buckets for all kinds of stuff, and everybody does.
Yeah, it's like it should have been thought of a long time ago, maybe. Right. I don't know. Right. But we're here now.
Shoot. Well, man, like I said, I appreciate it, and you taking the time to get on here, because this show has been very, very busy. Extremely busy. It's hard to find, like right now, where it's quiet enough to where we could make this video. But man, appreciate it.
Appreciate it, buddy.
Yes, sir.
It's good to talk to you, and look forward to working with you in the future.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
I would love to.
What's your name?
My name is Michelle Martin.
Michelle. And so look, she's got me hooked up. Now look, y'all think No, it's not what y'all think or anything like that. She's got me hooked up to it. It's a TENS unit.
It is a TENS unit. It's TENS and EMS.
So I'm trying to figure out what to say, but anyhow, so I'm walking around and she done hooked me up to this thing. She's electrocuting me now and everything. Yeah.
I'll turn it down. I'll turn it down.
Yeah. But so I just asked her, she's trying to sell things or whatever, and I get it, you know, and stuff. So I'm kind of counteracting her a little bit, but you're actually a hoot though.
Yeah. Well, I'm a fun time. I mean.
So what is your?
Fun, why do it?
I know. What is your? Or it's Pain Pod.
Pain Pod is my company. We're the U.S. reps for the Pain Pod. It's an Australian-based company, and the product that we do here is for pain treatment.
Right.
If you really are hurt and broken. So number one, it works on your nerves to stop the pain. Number two, it massages the muscles to rehabilitate and make them stronger. So it's 2 in 1. A massage gun over here really is your surface. If you have tension, you're achy, you're sore, you're young, that's your guy. But if you're broken, like yourself and most people, that's I mean, the fact is here you're still breathing. Right. And so I know you're in pain.
So what? I was just trying to get a mint out of my backpack back here, and I put it on the floor, and I guess I put it in the wrong spot, and I felt sorry for her. I mean, so I was like, okay, let's do it. But
all right, guys, do you think should I turn this off?
No, you're right there at borderline to where it don't need to go no higher or anything.
All right, well,
yeah, because I'm fixing to fold up like an envelope here.
There we go.
There.
I'll turn it down. I'll have some mercy.
So is that thing rechargeable?
It is rechargeable. It's a USB port, so you just are going to charge it right here at the base. This particular device has all 18 massage modes and the 20 levels of intensity.
So all the power is coming from that thing, just in the recharger.
You got it.
Golly.
Just under this. No, but if you want to talk fancy, this one is 20% stronger than this device.
No, we don't need no stronger. So what's the price point on this right here? Because I mean, I could see where this would really help.
Well, that's just what it is. So this one, everything in my booth is at trade show price point special.
Right.
So versus full retail online. In the booth, this comes to at $250 versus the $5 something online. This one comes to at $350 in the booth versus the $6 something online. And my wireless device, which I like to joke around and tell everybody that she cleans your kitchen for you. She's wireless, Bluetooth signal. She comes in at $450, but $1,000 online.
$1,000 online.
So you're getting that 50% discount in the booth.
Is there a such thing as using it too much?
Yeah, that's a really good question, actually. So what you're looking for is muscle fatigue. So if you put it on and it's massaging and it feels amazing, then you keep going, right? But if you feel like, oh, it's starting to sting, I'm pulling away from it, I can't quite get a comfortable setting, that is your body telling you, hey, we're tired of exercising, we're fatiguing, let's take a break.
See, I go to the chiropractor once a month.
Yeah.
And initially when I first started going, I was having severe problems with my neck, with the disc rush. Yeah. They worked me on this a good bit, and you know, and everything. So I was pretty familiar with the TENS unit or whatever stuff, but I could see where it helped. So she was after me so much. I'm like, okay, you're fixing me on YouTube, so here we go.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, that's just what it's at. I mean, if you find wherever your aches and pains are, it doesn't have to be the shoulder or a foot, head to toes. So this device also works for migraines, TMJ, lockjaw, sinus.
So you could actually put it on your...
All of it. You'll find that my device has 2 additional settings, one of the face and one of the ear. And that is the CES, cranial electric stimulation, microcurrent. So that means you're just going to take the massage pads and you're either going to put them along the jawline, the neck, up here for cluster headaches, or even the sinuses.
We're on level number 4 right now.
Exactly, and it goes to 20.
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
We're not doing it.
No, we're not doing 20.
Every muscle is, you know, different. We can put it on a strong... You want to arm wrestle?
No, I don't want. But I tell you what, I'd break your neck if you put that thing on 20.
You would have to catch me first. You would have to catch me.
Well, this was actually kind of fun or whatever stuff. So I appreciate you being a
I appreciate it too. I had lots of fun talking to you, Tim.
Yeah. So there it is, y'all.
The sisters. Fun fact, Tammy and I are actually sisters, and we've been working together for what, 6 years?
Yep, I still like her.
Y'all ain't sisters. Yeah.
We know we really are sisters.
You really?
Yeah, no, for fact.
For real?
Yeah. She's from Massachusetts, I'm from Georgia. So even a bad day's a good day.
Yes.
When you're with your sister.
Travel together.
And I get to pick on her all the time.
So you stay in Massachusetts then? Is where you stay? Okay.
Yep.
Wow. So how'd y'all end up working together at the same company?
All right, so a little over 10 years ago, I was in really bad pain. I was at a trade show selling high-end designer jewelry.
Right.
And someone walked into my booth who sold a similar item, asked if I was in pain. I was like, yeah. Put the device on me, done deal. Couldn't buy it at the time, so I got a job with them and got the device for free. So I did that for about a year, loved it, drug my sister into it, and so she actually rose to the top quite quickly as one of the top sales reps and branched off on her own, and now she's the U.S. sales rep for Pain Pod directly.
Well, you're doing your calling, that's for sure. So just a few interesting facts about the show. This year there were over 260 exhibitors there. There were a lot of exhibitors, but they had over 5,000 attendees that were registered that came through there at the show also. Just an incredible time. The trade shows are very important because you can make so many connections, just different things that you would never even dream of. The connections, learning, information, all that, you never know what seeds you plant or whatever, what's going to come of it later on down the road or just anything like that. There's going to be one more video that's going to be from the trade show, but it'll be from outside where the lifts and stuff were, where I showed that part. I went up in that new CMC, the 100-foot lift, went up in it and filmed from it. But great time. Jill and I drove up there on Wednesday, and we were there all day Thursday, Friday, and then part of the day on Saturday. And we got back here last night sometime. It's about a 500-mile drive for Jill and I to go over there. And then, so next year it's going to be in St. Louis is where it's going to be. The Hall of Fame stuff with the NASCAR thing, which was sitting right there where we were staying at beside the convention center. That was a cool deal for them to reserve that for all of us to be able to attend it. It gave us something to do on that night and go through it. Just really, really neat because I was a huge NASCAR fan. That's where the 3 comes from. On Cotton Top 3 was from Dale Earnhardt. And then at the end of the video, those 2 sisters there, I had went back upstairs. I was going to buy some stuff. It was right there at the end toward the end on Friday. And I was looking for a place to get me a lifesaver out of my backpack. And I was trying to set it down to where there wasn't anybody around or anything. And I walked by them and I seen her look and I thought, oh gosh, you see them, and I know she won't mind me saying this, but you see those like that, they're maybe not necessarily, they're kind of a little bit out of place at the trade shows, but I mean, they have their place there for what they're selling. But I thought, man, don't come over here. Don't come over here. Please don't come over here. And she did. And I was pulling the thing, lifesavers out. And she says, can I have one? I said, here. I said, you just open it. I said, you open it and get one, and I'll get one. And I was like, she kind of kept on. And I said, I thought to myself, I can make a good video out of this. I'm just fixing to take this and run with it. And they were a hoot, a lot of fun doing that. I ain't getting nothing from them or anything like that. I just enjoy going. I enjoy visiting with people. I enjoy learning from people. And that's the thing that I do now with the tree service is the customers, the clients that I have, is being able to talk with them for a little bit, learn a little bit about them. Man, I love that. So hope you enjoyed that. Comment down below any of your thoughts. I know it was a long video. Y'all have a great Sunday. We'll catch y'all later. Later, taters.